In his final months, Lindsey Graham's mission was regime change in Iran. It was the last in a long line of American military campaigns he championed.
The Maliki government is not doing what they need to do.
The U.S. Republican senator backed the 2003 invasion of Iraq, a war that killed more than 250,000 Iraqi civilians. He later conceded Washington had, in his own words, screwed up. He also supported interventions in Libya and Syria.
I hope we can find momentum among ourselves here in Washington to label Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism.
And presented legislation for the United States to issue crippling sanctions on Russia, ultimately cementing his more than 30-year legacy as one of the most influential Republican senators in American foreign policy history. Lindsey Graham went from a critic of President Donald Trump to a proud and staunch ally. He briefly ran against Trump for the presidential nomination in 2016. The pair would often be seen playing golf together, the president likening him to a member of the family. Graham's support for Israel was unconditional.
The goal line is in the hands of Israel and will always remain in the hands of Israel.
I agree.
And his language about Palestinians drew condemnation around the world. As Israel's war killed tens of thousands, Graham called on Israeli forces to level the place, and even suggested Israel should consider using nuclear weapons against Gaza.
Long time no see.
His last public appearance was a meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Friday. The senator was pressing for stronger sanctions on Russian oil shortly before his death. Graham was also committed to NATO, even at a time that the transatlantic alliance came under intense scrutiny. In the United States, Graham was key in pushing Trump's agenda over the finish line in a Senate that holds a narrow majority. The South Carolinian served more than 3 decades in the U.S. Air Force. To his allies, a patriot and a defender of freedom. Across the Middle East, he will be remembered differently for the wars he championed and the words he chose. Tanya, Noury, Al Jazeera.